I like to keep my operations pinpoint, very serious. And I like to keep my sales a little bit funny, a little bit of laughter in there. And there's reasons for this. Operations is when you've won business, when you are handling something of importance for somebody else. When we are executing in transportation, when I'm executing in being a freight broker, that means that I need to have prime communication. I need to be updating the carrier. I need to be updating the customer. I need to be tracking and tracing that load. I need to be updating a receiver. I need to be updating the shipper. I need to keep everyone in the loop. And that is very serious because that impacts supply chains everywhere, and it impacts your customer's business. It impacts their customer's business, and all throughout the ecosystem that your customers work in, that you are now involved in, thanks to them. So keep your operations very serious. You should take portions of your job extremely serious and extremely personal if you were to ever mess it up. My operations is that way. If I have a carrier who does not show up on time, if I do not know his location, if I don't know the driver's location, if I don't know anything about them other than I just put them on a shipment, I have failed to do my job. I am not taking my operation seriously. If I have failed to vet the carrier to make sure that they're not going to be fraudulent and steal the freight or do anything negative to the industry, the customer, our appearance, the delivery, the brand of my customer, the brand of us, that can be very devastating. If we don't take our operation seriously, our back office will fall apart. Our billing schedule will fall apart. We won't get paid on time. If we don't get paid on time, then we might not be able to pay our vendors on time. We might not be able to pay our people. You need to take your operation serious. Now, you can take the sales process with a bit of silliness because there should be two different personalities in every company that form into one. I myself am a very humorous individual. I like to crack jokes. I like people to crack jokes with me. I like people to pick on me. I like to pick on people. That is how I want my sales environment to be run. I want customers that are going to joke around with us. When we sit down to talk business, we're talking business. But then we should be able to flip a script and joke and laugh and be friends. Those are the kinds of people that I want my team working with. Those are the kinds of customers that I want inside of our doors. And I will create as much friction to the process of getting to where they're a customer and more friction while they're a customer. I will call them out of the blue and just talk to them about their day. I will call them out of the blue on a Monday and ask them about their weekend. The goal is to push people. And I don't mean it in an uncomfortable way, a little bit beyond what they're used to or what they may be looking for at the time when they sign you up for a business partner. My operations are serious. I can be absolutely serious if we're talking about business. I'm just calling you to talk about life. You don't have that much power over me. I'm more diversified. You have 3 vendors. I have 35 customers. You see what I'm saying? So be silly. Come from a point of, I do have power in this standing. A lot of salespeople that I find, they treat it almost as if they're overly expendable because there's competition in the marketplace. Even if your customer has 3 vendors and 7,000 people calling them to become a vendor, you are still one of their vendors. They already chose you for a reason. Your operations are dial packed. They're not going to leave you if you are strong operationally and then you push them a little bit and they don't like how much you're trying to be friends with them. They're not going to leave you for that. They'll say, please stop trying to be friends with me, perhaps. And you can say, hey, I like to joke around and I appreciate when people do it with me. I'm strong for you operationally. I will always be strong for you operationally. You can be direct with me when it comes to operations. Please ream me out if I need it or if you think something can be improved upon. Don't hesitate to let me know. But outside of that, I would like to also be friends. I would like to joke around with you a little bit. I'd like to know your personality. I want to know you from behind the screen. So I'm actually going to come visit you in a week. But come from a position of power. You are providing a valuable service or product that they are purchasing. They obviously need to have the service or product or else they wouldn't be buying it. Therefore, you do actually have a little bit of power when it comes to that relationship. They can say no, you can say no. They can say yes, you can say yes. They have vendors, you have customers. Everybody has options here. You guys do not need to pick one another. So there needs to be something beyond operations that keeps you around. And there needs to be something beyond being friends that keeps you around. That's just my 2 cents, guys. Take care.